Good evening. Good evening. My name is Melissa Lottie. If we have not met yet, you're missing out. Jokes. I'm missing out. We should have met already. Okay, let's see if this is going to work for me tonight. We're having all sorts of funness. Share. Go ahead and share. But that's not what we already you came in late, you missed the music. All right. My name is Melissa Lottie. LifeVantage bumped into me like 7 years ago now, which is so crazy. I was not looking for this. It was not I had no idea that LifeVantage existed, honestly. I knew about network marketing. I knew it was a great industry. I knew people had made really good money and there was great products there, but I had never found my thing before. I'm an entrepreneur, love entrepreneurship. And yeah, well, I'm skipping some slides here. So I'll come back. I'll fill in some details for you, but we're going to talk about tonight Activate and Thrive in 2025, activating this GLP-1 hormone in your body. We're going to talk about the products. We're going to go over the business if that's of interest to you. What we really want to talk about is this 12-week mind body reset. I don't know if you want to make some extra cash, lose weight, look great, feel good, and make some money. Like, I think a lot of people want that. So, we're going to go over the details of that. If you have questions, put them in the chat. I will come back at the end and answer them. We'll have time at the end if you have any questions, but you might want to write it down so you don't forget what it is. Okay. So, like I said, this is a little bit about me. I have 6 babies and now I have 3 bonus kids also. So my hubby and I down here, this is our first pick as we got going on this GLP-1 journey. We're both on this. We both started the challenge like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. We got going. But yeah, these are my babies. I love sharing activation. I had always been, not always, that's not true. Once I had my second child and he started having these random health issues that the doctors did not understand, and the doctors would tell me, that's not possible, this, that, and okay, there's a place for doctors. If I break my arm, I'm going to the doctor. But what I found is my friends that had kids a little older than mine, that were just a little further down the path, knew so much more. I was like, why doesn't my doctor know this? My doctor didn't even believe what my friend was telling me. But I saw when I followed what she told me, my child was better. When I listened to the doctor, my child was puking all over. So I started really down that health journey. I mean, he's going to be 20. Actually, I need to set an alarm. In a few days, can't forget that. In a few days, he'll be 20. And that's what really sparked my natural health journey. I got really good about knowing what not to have, but I wasn't a great product taker until LifeVantage. So because these are natural herbal products, I do have to be mindful of what I say. Now, what I share with you, you can fact check, go look us up. I tell people all the time, the more you research us, the more you love us. So feel free to dig deep. I highly recommend pubmed.gov. That's where hospitals and universities share their peer-reviewed research. Go look up some of the stuff I'm talking to you about. I highly encourage you to look up some of the stuff. Another place that's a great place to look is Google Scholar. So that's more research and that's not like just opinion, because we could all, I could get these glasses and then be like, oh, I don't like these, and I'm gonna write myself I'm gonna write a nasty blog all about how terrible these glasses are, right? But PubMed Scholar is where, or not PubMed, sorry, Google Scholar is where people share their peer-reviewed science. And yeah. Okay, so okay, we are the activation company. Sorry, I'm hearing a echo in my thing. Uh, Sorry, my hubby is on here helping me, but I can hear myself talking in the other room. And I'm like, ADHD, ADHD is struggling here. We are the activation company. There are hundreds, thousands of supplemental companies, but what we do is activation. We help your body make the things it needs. Some of the things that we help with, eye health, collagen, we're going to talk about. We help with your scalp biome. We help activate your skin to make the things it needs. We help dogs. We help all the mammals. It's been really fun. As I've been doing this the last 7 years, you gather stories and you meet people, and it's so interesting to hear how these things have helped all sorts of people and animals. And one of my favorites was I met a lady who ran a hedgehog rescue. And she was telling me the way that she found out about LifeVantage was that she had a hedgehog with a skin issue that she couldn't get cleared up. And someone reached out to her and said, "Hey, have you tried Protandim?" And she's like, I've never even heard of it." She's like, "Just take 1/8 of a pill, crush it up and give it to this hedgehog." And she said, in just a few days, this hedgehog was fine. So really, you want to give it to your pets. We've seen amazing things with the dogs in our house. I brought a dog home from the pound that was just had this weird breathing thing. And I grew up on a farm, and we don't go to the vet for a lot. You learn how to handle things yourself. Um, and so I was like, I'm just going to try Pet Tandem on this dog. Sure enough, in a week, this weird thing, it was like she was sneezing backwards almost, totally cleared up. And then we have another dog that had this total sway back, could hardly get up and down stairs, acts like a puppy now. Her back straightened out in 3 days. I'm like, I don't know why I did not video the progress of this, but we've seen the coolest thing, and it works in all mammals. So I'm not saying if you're the Hunchback of Notre Dame, are you going to be, straight? Like, don't get me wrong on what I'm claiming over here, but we help the body to heal itself through activation. So we're going to talk about a few of those ways real quick. This is the product. Okay, so Protandim, I mentioned it earlier. This is what really launched LifeVantage. So if you're not familiar with us at all, that was the thing that got us going. This product makes your body make antioxidants, and they're 1,000,000 times more powerful than the antioxidants you ingest. So to kind of get a good comparison, like you'd have to have 120 vitamin C tablets to equal the power of one Protandim. About I think it's 5 gallons of broccoli to equal the power of one Protandim Nrf2. Now, I like broccoli. I don't think anyone in my house would enjoy it if I ate 5 gallons of broccoli. That would not be a pleasant experience. Okay. But this product, it is it's been amazing. When I saw LifeVantage, I was looking for a business. I wasn't looking for a product. A lot of people come on here and share, and they're very product centered. And we get a lot of doctors that come on here and share. It's amazing. Like, I work with chiropractors, naturopaths, doctors, surgeons, veterinarians, that see the power of activation. But that's not where I was coming from. I was a homeschool mom with a bunch of kids. We were living in a camper. We were traveling the country. I wanted freedom. And that's, I played that song Freedom earlier for you guys. And I'm passionate about people having choices. And, now that I've been doing this for a long time, I see, I wasn't sick before, but I run into these people that they don't have freedom because they're bedridden. They're exhausted. They can't, their quality of life has been shattered, and the doctors have given up on them. They're like, "We don't really have anything. You could do this. Maybe we'll be okay." And I've seen hundreds of people get their quality of life back, and that is freedom for them. But for me at that time, I wanted to be able to say yes to my kids. I wanted to be able to send them to summer camp. I wanted to be able to go to SeaWorld and not just go to the beach. Like, I like the beach, but I also wanted to be able to afford doing some things. And when you have 6 kids, entrance fees add up real fast. So I saw LifeVantage. Sorry, I'm getting over this cough thing. Please excuse my voice. But when I saw LifeVantage, and I was like, wait, and it was really Protandim that I saw at that point. We didn't have some of this new cool stuff I'm going to share with you. But I'm like, wait, there's It's herbal products. I'm not talking about synthetic stuff that has a side effect that needs another product to heal another side effect. And, the thing goes on and on. There was research because again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist. That isn't my first language. I love business and I love people. And so I've learned a lot of the science to be able to share this with people, but I couldn't get into well, scientifically, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there's research. Because of this product and because it was shown on this ABC primetime, if you haven't seen that yet, get with the person who invited you here or go look up on YouTube later after this call. ABC primetime, like LifeVantage, Protandim, ABC primetime. That got Harvard, LSU, the American Heart Association, so many of these places to look at our product and research it. They've spent millions of dollars and hours to prove to the world that what we have works, that it does what we say it does. And I love that. Because I'm like, I have friends that sell essential oils. I love essential oils. I use them. I love them. But I listened to my friends bicker about which brand was better and why and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't want to be in the middle of that. Like, here, please look at PubMed. Check out what PubMed has to say about Protandim. I can explain it a little, but I can point you in a direction to look at more of it. And really what it is just 5 herbs making your body get back to work. And so that's this activation. That is that foundational piece that LifeVantage started with. Then they took that activation, this Protandim, NRF2 activation, they put it in skincare. Patents. We have patents on herbs. I love this. Put it in hair care. When the hair care launched, I was just like, I don't want to sell shampoo. Like I'd watch people get back to living again, playing on the playground with their kids again, traveling again. I watched these people's lives totally change. And I thought, I don't want to sell this beauty stuff. And what I started realizing though, when I met people that didn't have hair here, when this was all missing, and then they got on this and their hair got in full, that was life changing for them. Obviously, I never had a hair problem. I was not, this was going fine. But for a person who's 25 and patches missing, to have that grow back in, that is life changing. And now with this GLP-1 activator, I didn't join a weight loss company. I joined a health company, an activation company. But this was the problem I have. This GLP-1 hormone, the lack of it is a problem I have. When I was about 20, I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, which is an insulin resistant issue. And it's something that I have battled my entire life. Now, Protandim helped me with some of my symptoms and things, but my main things that I personally struggle with, blood sugar, metabolism, those things, we didn't have an answer for me yet, but now we do. And I am so excited to share this with the world. All right, let's keep going. I could talk about our products for all night, but I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. Okay, so we had that Protandim. Did a lot of other things we showed on the slide earlier. If you have questions, holler, and we have Facebook groups full of this kind of information for you. But then they came out with this collagen. Again, for a person who was being a snob and saying, I'm not into the beauty thing, I had no idea what all collagen was related to. Collagen, most of your eyeball is collagen. I have a friend who, after being on collagen for a few months, I don't know the exact numbers, she went to the optometrist because she was like, I think this, like something's wrong with my eyes. My eyes are getting like terrible. My prescription doesn't work. She goes and gets checked. Oh, her prescription needed to be lowered because her eyesight had been getting better and better from being on this collagen. For me, it helped me significantly. My muscles get very tight, and I love to work out and walk and stuff. And I was having severe calf pain. One day I just was like, a couple weeks after I got on collagen, I'm like, wait, my legs don't hurt anymore. That is so weird. I work with a lot of massage therapists. They say this has been amazing. They can tell such a difference in their clients that are on collagen and not. And again, this is activated collagen. This is making your body make collagen. And that is so powerful. If you've taken collagen before, but it wasn't this, you probably didn't notice anything. I mean, that's really what I hear across the board. I know I used to put my scoop in my smoothie. That's what I was told I was supposed to do. but I did not see a difference. I did not feel a difference because supplementation, it actually triggers your brain to stop making things. And we're going to talk about that more in a moment with our next product. But what we want to do and where the power comes from is because your body's amazing. Like, think about when you were a little kid, you got a cut, it healed quickly. Your hair grew really fast. These processes worked well in your body. What we want to do is come in and turn them back on and say, get to work. You're fine. Get to work. Don't come whining. No. And that's what supplementation is. That's what activation is. Sorry, I need more Axial. That's our brain food. We are not going to talk about that tonight, but you should drink some, especially if your brain's like mine. Okay. The collagen has been amazing. Protandim was a game changer. It is a game changer, but it's a product that heals a problem most people don't know they have. Okay. Like, we're helping reduce your oxidative stress. Most people have never heard of that. The collagen, people had heard about it, and we started getting these before and afters, and we sold really well. It helped build a lot of businesses. A lot of people have had significant results with gut issues. Like, you should see the leg pictures of people. Your mind will be blown. Just go to one of our groups and look up collagen before and afters. It is amazing what it's done. But then LifeVantage, thank you, LifeVantage, came up with this, the weight loss system that broke the internet. Okay, guys, we sold out what was expected to be a 6-month supply in 13 days. 13 days, because we had people that had been on it and were starting to share. We had 200 times the web traffic that we expected. We sold out in weeks. It was unprecedented. Like, I had been a 6-figure earner for 6 years. My business doubled in the month that this came out. Doubled. And this is what we saw across the board. People's businesses doubled, tripled, quadrupled, because people understand, they've heard of GLP-1. They understand that they're overweight. Most people are looking for that kind of solution. This isn't something we have to educate on. We don't have, like before, I'm telling people, you have high levels of oxidative stress. And they're like, yeah, I probably have stress, but what are you talking about? This is something people understand. Okay, we take it to make it. We've been talking about this. This is just this activation. It is night and day different. Supplementation and activation, two completely different things. This isn't the old school supplementation. I mean, this sounds a little repetitive, but I want you to really understand. And like a friend, I posted some pills, a picture of some of these pills that we take. And he said, because I said something about the difference between supplementation and activation. And he's like, not to be rude, but it looks like supplementation to me. And I was like, okay, this man is a turd. He did mean to be rude. So I don't know. He just tried to, it's like when people say, don't take offense, but you're like, okay, here it comes. What we're doing is using herbs to wake up those processes and get them going again. And turning on this GLP-1 hormone, getting your body to make that again, is a game changer. I can't wait. Got to get over here. Yeah. Okay. So what is GLP-1? It's a naturally occurring hormone in the body that plays a crucial role in regulating blood sugar, appetite, and digestion. It helps like your stomach stay full. Before this, people would say, I would hear the experts online say, just listen to your body. It'll tell you what it needs. Okay, my body was a liar. My body was like, you need a whole pizza. Yeah, you deserve ice cream every night, Melissa. You have a hard life. Okay, that was not good for my middle. My PCOS did not like, well, it loved it actually. But this is really helping your gut tell the truth to your brain. Okay. If you've ever felt like, I don't understand it, because I would eat a meal, 20 minutes later, I'd be hungry. And I'm like, this makes no sense. I just ate. But then I would still hear these experts going, you should listen to your body. Because then I'm like, well, maybe I'm not eating enough. Maybe a full plate of food wasn't enough. You should have 2 full plates of food. This makes your gut tell your brain the truth. Do you want to think like a skinny person? A person, have you been out to eat with somebody and they're like, oh, I'm full. I couldn't eat another bite. And you're like, well, I'll eat yours. I mean, I finished my plate. You know, those people, and you're just like, how? Why are you full already? I want to be like that. This truly helps that signaling to work again. And okay, so this GLP-1 hormone, it is attached to so many things. Like we talked earlier about, if you want to research, if you want to look into this more, this is a great place to go to pubmed.gov and type in GLP-1 plus, whatever you're thinking about. My mind was blown. My stepdad has Parkinson's, and I'm like, people kept talking about this helped their mental clarity. The GLP-1 helped their mental clarity. People were saying it over and over. My mom was here and she said, I wonder if this would help Ross. And I was like, I don't know. Let's go to PubMed and look. So we went there and we typed in GLP-1 plus Parkinson's, and there were hundreds of research papers already being done about the correlation of GLP-1 and Parkinson's. She immediately put him on it. It has helped with so many things. This insulin secretion, it slows digestion, suppresses appetite, supports cardiovascular health, neuroprotective. They're seeing that it helps with addiction issues. I was listening to someone speak earlier, and they were talking about how the GLP-1 hormone, part of that is in your brain, in your pleasure center. So those people that are like, you know, you're going for a cigarette, you're going for chocolate, you're going for these things, it's actually helping you because you're already feeling better, and it's helping people significantly with all sorts of addiction issues. I know for me, like, so I started on this in October when it came out, and I noticed right away, like, wow, I didn't really want chocolate. Sometimes you just have habits, right? You're like, well, I'm sitting watching TV. I should be eating blah blah blah. That's what I do when I eat, when I sit here, right? And I would notice like, well, it's weird. I'm not eating, but I wasn't thinking I should go get food. But when I did have chocolate, I would have a bite of chocolate and it would be satisfying. I could never do that before. My husband was like, "Oh, we'll just get a bag of these are my favorite chocolates, like we're at Costco." He's like, "I think we should get that." I'm like, "I don't think we should get that. I cannot have that in my house." And he's like, "No, we'll just have it in the bedroom and I'll just have like one a day." Like he's like, "It's fine for me." I'm like, "I can't do that." My brain, my like, I'm eating half the bag tonight, I'm eating half the bag tomorrow, and it's gone. I don't feel like that at all anymore. And that is so freeing. It's so freeing. Like, I just, so many of these things that some of us struggle with. When I started like really understanding GLP-1 and how this worked and how it helped me and how I kept hearing it help my other friends, it's like, you know, you beat up on yourself. You're like, why can't I stay out of that chocolate? Why can't I pass the slice of pizza that's left over? Like it's like sitting there staring at me, calling me to eat it. Why can't I just walk past that? What if it's not your fault? What if you have a lack of GLP-1 hormone? What if your gut is lying to your brain? What if your systems just aren't properly processing things? Guys, the help is here. And I'm telling you, it has been so freeing for me and so many of my friends. I love one of my friends that's on here tonight. Her and I, we talk about this all the time. I don't know if you can put your stuff in the chat if you want, friend. I don't want to call you out. But you know, talking about like the shame spiral, and we all have these different kind of food things going on with us. But if we can get out of those cycles, if we can regain a healthy relationship with food, what would that do for you? What is that doing for our children? What model are we setting for our kids? I think it is worth every single penny. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I could talk about this all night long. Um, your relationship with food. Oh, we just did talk about that. Crush those cravings. I really think this is like, it's not your accountability buddy, it's your self-control buddy. Okay. You have plans this year, you have a new dream, a vision that you want to hit, and you've struggled, you've done like maybe you've gone keto or Whole30 or something like that, and you just struggle with the cravings. Friend, you won't. I mean, most of the people I'm talking to are noticing a significant difference in those cravings initially the first month. Some people, it's taken them a little bit longer. And we're going to talk about that timeline here in just a second. But this is just such a game changer. And it's hard to explain until you experience it yourself. But it's like, oh my gosh, it's like this portion of your brain, it's just it's just on mute. The one that's like, eat, go have that, go have that, go have that. I have some good jokes. I'll shove them down. Okay. Um, there's been research. I love this again because I'm not a doctor. I don't, if you can't tell, I am not a doctor. But guess what? Brilliant doctors have researched this. They did a 12-week study with people that weren't already activated. And then we had a group of about 55 people that got to take the products for a month before the rest of us got it. But now we have people that have been on it for months. So it's so fun to watch all these different journeys and see what people are noticing. So in our 12-week study, this is what they found. They increased the GLP-1 by 140% on average. That's huge. Yeah, people in the waiting room. Sorry about that. Okay. They lost, the average was a 9-pound loss in 8 weeks, 25 pounds in 12 weeks. Now, as we've been watching people go through this, everybody's story is different. One of my good friends, her name's LaDonna. She kept telling me, Melissa, if this works, I'm going to sell a ton. Melissa, if this works, I'm like, this is crazy. She's like, I was on the other stuff for a year. She would wake up in the middle of the night puking. Can you imagine waking up puking? Gross. That happened multiple times. She was so sick, but she had an issue and she wanted it fixed. And she was told by the doctors, this will do it. She was on those products for a full year. Did not lose a pound, felt like trash, did not lose a pound. Guess what? She got on this. Her first month, she was down 15 pounds. 15 pounds her first month. Is that everybody's story? No, absolutely not. There are some people that have gained weight in the very beginning. Okay. I don't want to scare you, but as people are balancing out, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more, but everybody's journey is a little different. One of my other friends, I don't want to get her numbers wrong. In 1 to 2 months, I don't know her exact timeline there, she lost a half a pound and 18 inches. 18 inches, guys. But she only lost a half a pound on that scale. Okay, 100% of people who lost weight did not lose muscle. When that GLP-1 hormone is working right, it's feeding the muscle cells, guys. We don't want to like lose 20 pounds in a week and then look like trash and have saggy skin. Pro tip, take the collagen. You want to feel good and look good. They lost a 27% in visceral fat. That's the internal organ around your internal organ. That's the dangerous fat. You're going to see some before and afters. And that's where you see these guys, the belly just starts going away. It's that visceral fat that's the dangerous that we want to get rid of. 82% took back their control of their relationship with food, and 95% had a decreased sugar cravings. Promise you, it's been amazing. I know some people were like, I stopped taking it for Thanksgiving. I stopped taking it for Christmas. I mean, you could do those things, but if you really want some great results, I would encourage you to stop taking some time off. Okay. This mind body system, take it to make it. It's simple. No drugs, no needles, no harmful side effects. The side effects for this are so stinking amazing, you guys. I sleep like a baby on this thing. That has been the biggest thing. The first thing I noticed. And like we ran out of product for a while. And that was the first thing. I'm like, my husband's like, yeah, you're not sleeping. You have to be on that mind body. I'm like, I know. It's such a game changer for me. But look at these pictures. And, people are saying really the weight is a side effect. The weight loss is a side effect. The things you feel. And if there's anybody in here that's been on it and wants to share what they've been noticing, I would love for you to put that in the chat. It is so fun. When this is over, I want to go back and read all that. But it is so fun to just see the differences for different people. My friend LaDonna, her sister, she was on it in her first month. She lost 7 pounds. And she said, Melissa, I don't even care if I lost a pound at all. It helped me so much with my hormones. It helped me so much with my mood. She has an autoimmune issue. Then she was taking tons of ibuprofen every day to deal with the pain that she had when she was taking other medications, other things like that. But she got on Mind Body. She said she took 2 ibuprofen the whole month. 2 the whole month. She's like, I feel so good. When we were on back order, she was pretty upset, but now we're good. We're flowing. We're in the groove. We got stuff here. Man, look at these pictures. This could be you. This could be your friends. And I don't know, like when you look better, you feel better, you act better. I'm not saying, don't read me wrong. But when you feel confident, you just present yourself a little differently. Look at this, 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Look at this. You could look at pictures for days, I'll tell you. And it's so interesting. People are like, I've been working out and now I'm seeing a difference. I can't believe, how this has worked. The inches have been very significant. We highly encourage, yes, use the scale, but you're going to want to take measurements and pictures more, like rely on those more than the scale. Love it. People keep joining. People keep jumping in here. You can take a screenshot of this. There are so many stories. Again, we have, the person who invited you here tonight has a Facebook group just about this. Go in there, learn about this mind body system, listen to other people's stories. And again, everybody's story is going to be a little bit different, but we know it's boosting your GLP-1 hormone by 140%. Now, if we're supplementing that, and there's people that have supplemented it and they've lost the weight, but what happens is that your body needs that forever. That GLP-1 hormone is something we all need. We need it every day running through our system. When you supplement, your brain says, oh, you don't need to make any more of that. We got it covered. There's enough coming in. And you actually stop or slow down the process of making this in your body. We do not want that. We want to activate. We want to come in and support your body to do what it's supposed to do. Some of us are just going to need a wake-up call. You might not need to be on this forever. And I've heard different theories of, how people are going to use this long term. For me, for a person who's had insulin resistant issues for the past 30 years, yeah, I'm going to be taking this. And if taking these herbal products, they taste good. The powder's delicious. It tastes like cake batter to me. If that means that I'm not struggling, I'm not thinking about chocolate at all, if it means my pants fit, if it means I have energy, that I sleep through the night, that my mood's good, I'm going to take it. I love it. Yeah. We're no longer on back order. We are out and about. You can get us, you can get it ordered right now. So we want to talk about the business a bit. We also want to talk about the 12-week mind body challenge. Okay. So that's what we're going to roll into now. Again, if you have questions, I will look at the chat at the end, and we'll get in there. Okay. Do you want to lose some weight? Do you need a little accountability? Does it help you to be in community with other people and getting ideas? Like, what are you guys eating for breakfast today? What are you feeding the kids tonight? How are you making food for you and them? This is where you want to jump in these groups when you're like, today sucks and I don't want to go for a walk, and post it. And your friends will be like, you got this. Come on, let's go for a walk. We're going to try and win some money here. Feel better, look better. This 12-week challenge came about because we saw the power of what we have. Having had thousands of people now go through these products, even just for a few months, we've seen thousands of testimonials. We know this is going to change the game. It is. GLP-1 supplements are the largest selling product out there. And people are hungry for this. People want, so I'm gonna have to use that one. People are hungry for GLP-1 activation. And it's here. And so we wanted to build something to help people get started, get those first few months going. And it's just more fun. Make it a game. I think every learning, losing weight, it's all more fun if we can gamify it, right? So here we go. You can win up to $30,000. Hey, and the crowd goes wild. How would you love to get paid to totally transform your health and physique? I mean, don't throw away free money. It starts in January. Now, if it's just going to be for a set 12 weeks. So you pick your start date any day in the month of January, and you have 12 weeks to go through this. Okay, you can do the math. You could take a picture of this. The math is done for you. I started, I think it was like on the 9th. So my end date is going to be April 3rd. Now, if you order, they said that, oh yeah, we already talked about this. January 21st is probably your last day that you're going to be able to order product to get started and taking product by the 31st. We want to give you that buffer. It usually comes in 3 to 5 days, but whether things happen, we just want to make sure that you get your stuff. But you can start the thing on the 31st, even if you haven't ordered yet, but you're on the call right now. It's the 11th. Just go order. You have a 30-day money back guarantee. I wouldn't waste your time. Just get it shipped, get it over here, start on it, see how you do. If you have some issues, talk to the person who enrolled you. They would love to help you walk through this. But the last day to join is the 31st. So maybe you get started on it right now. And then you're like, dude, this is actually easy and amazing. Maybe my mom and sister want to do this too. They can join you and go start by the 31st. Take your pictures. Even if you're not taking product yet, you'll be fine. You can be in the contest. Okay. Like the person who invited you here can send you a link. This will have an intake form. It's going to take you about 15 minutes to fill out. You need to weigh yourself and take a picture on that scale. You're going to take some before and after pictures. Put on something a little tight, a little short, but that you wouldn't mind posted. And right now you're like, I don't want any of this posted. Just when you have an after, when you're like, I went from this to this, you're going to be like, oh yeah, show them. You're not gonna care that. You're gonna be proud. If anybody can do this, you can be a customer or a consultant. Sorry, I'm getting over this cough. I think my throat is still struggling. Yeah, so customers, consultants, everybody can join. Grab a partner, grab your bestie, get to work. You can do a female, the male, or a couples challenge. So if you're husband and wife, so that's what my husband and I are doing. We're in the couples thing, so watch out. You may just want to join the men's or women's because we're gonna but pick your way that you want to go. And here, if you're on your phone, this might be hard to read, but I'll tell you what it says here. The first place for men and women, you're going to get 3,000 each, and then second 2,000, and then 1,000, and then 750, and then $500. There's over $30,000 combined. All the elites, like myself, we put in money to this pool, and we said, yeah, let's all pool our profits and help build something amazing. And then the top couple gets $6,000, and then on down through 5th place. And there's probably going to be a few more things because more people keep joining us and saying, yeah, we want to be a part of this. All right. Oh, this is a fun slide. This is my first time using the slideshow, and it really likes the slide. Okay. Real people, real results. These are my friends, Greg and Shauna. It has been so cool. And these were some of the people, like Shauna got to take it before the rest of us, so we got to watch her firsthand experience. And she shared just bravely and honestly. And it was so encouraging. And that's where, when I heard about how this worked, I kept thinking we get to rest in our weight loss. Like what a blessing to have that self-control. Like It's like, put that chip in my brain, self-control implanted. Yes, please. And she started vocalizing that that's exactly what she was feeling. I could not wait to get started. Thank you, Shauna, for sharing your journey. But man, look at this. Like, could you imagine 4 months being down 27 pounds? And she said, she's like, I'm not snacking. Like, she's like, before I just craved these things all the time. She's like, I'm good. I'm good. The challenge will be judged by a group of independent people that are awesome. They're going to be fair. They're going to make it great. But just jump in. What do you have to lose? 20 pounds, 10 pounds? Just come on. To get going, you're going to submit that paper that we talked about a little bit ago. Figure out when you want to start, figure out your start date, and then take the product for 12 weeks straight. So that research that we talked about earlier, that was for a 12-week study. And, as your gut starts getting cleaned up, you see a progression, and it makes such a difference for that 12 weeks. This is a key to what we're doing. You can go public on social. Now, you don't have to do that to join the group. You don't have to, but why not? Like, if you find something that helps, wouldn't you want to share that? Don't you feel like, I don't know, I kind of get upset when people know about something amazing and they don't share it with me. Like, I'll tell them about it and they're like, oh yeah, I knew about that a year ago. I'm like, what? Why didn't you tell me? Right? Don't be one of those. Don't be a gatekeeper. We're sharing. There's slides. We can help you with this. You can make them yourself. We could send you the stuff, or just get with the person who invited you here. They will help you. So what can you expect in the next 12 weeks? This is a journey, right? And everybody comes into this place at a different place. Like, I have insulin resistant issues, and most of us, as we're aging, we probably all do to a different extent. We have different amounts of GLP-1 hormone coursing through our body right now. And our gut health is significantly different depending on how we've been taking care of ourselves, the foods we've been eating, the supplements, the activators that we've been taking. So what can you expect? First phase. As that mind body GLP-1 activates and resets your gut to the right environment, depending on your microbiome. Some people have noticed immediate, like food noise off. For me, like I did notice that got significantly better immediately, but my stomach had a little bit of a hard time with the powder. I was gassy always at bedtime for some weird reason for like 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. It took me a minute for my guts to be like, oh, I like this powder. I can handle this, but now I'm doing good. And again, we all have different stuff going on in our system. So you might not have that experience, but you might. And it is one of the things that the people have told me that they were gassy, that has cleared up. It's not like they were gassy every day they took it. Phase 2, things are starting to get cleared out. Your gut balance is improving. Hunger hormones are balancing out and your cravings are quieter, making it easier to make healthy, mindful choices. I'm telling you, when removing that temptation, it's amazing. Like, I went to a buffet and I'm thinking, I want to get my old Melissa was like, we're getting our money's worth here. And then I'm like, no, how much would I pay to look good, to feel good? Like, I'm not gonna get my money's worth of stuff that makes me feel like garbage. So I walked through that buffet line and I made healthy, good choices. And I get full so much faster now. Like, my husband and I, we share a plate usually, always now. Like, we can't eat it. We'd go out to eat, we'd both order, and then we'd end up taking leftovers home every single time. It has been so amazing. I love this stuff. Can you tell? Phase 3, those weeks 9 through 12, as your microbiome starts to flourish and GLP-1 activation starts, you're going to just notice this hunger and cravings are even more controlled. The food noise fades away. I'm telling you guys, it is just your brain gets clearer, your sleep gets better. Now, you might go like this sometimes. Okay, this is what we find with all of our activation products. We're going in and we're cleaning out your body. And we'll see sometimes people have amazing results right away. And then it's like, oh, wait, I don't feel so good. Like I have a little bit of a headache or something. It's like this whole other layer is getting detoxed and cleaned out. So don't freak out if you have a day or two that you're like, I feel a little weird. Just keep going. Help your body to heal itself. That is what we want to do and come alongside you. Okay. Take them every single day. You take them first thing in the morning and then start with your powder later. I'm gonna go fast through these because we've been here a while already. But yeah, just we're going to help you in the groups. Go to the group, the person, that brought you here. And there's help for what to eat, exercise. All these things are covered in the groups. We have quick start guides for you. The website itself has a lot of great information for you. We are here to help you. Don't feel like you're alone. We want to help you in this journey. We want you to be successful. We want you to feel amazing. Okay, get in where you fit in. Now, some people, you just want to be a customer. Just be a customer. Like, we're not here to twist your arm to do anything. Um, but maybe you're like, I know like 10 people right now that would love this. Girl, come in and be a consultant. Okay, there's guys on here too. Sorry. But jump in here, share this, get your products covered, maybe earn money that, gets you to take your kids to SeaWorld. I don't know what your goals are, but this is such a fun way to make money. I absolutely love being a part of LifeVantage. Um, let's talk about some different ways that you can get started. Ooh, sorry, my screen is fighting with me. Okay, option one, get started as a MindBody GLP-1 customer. This system is $159 for consultants, $179 on subscription. So that's when you're looking at these prices. This is going to be the consultant price and the subscription price. There's a lot of bundles to choose from. You can get this MindBody GLP-1 system. What we just talked about, you could get the premium stack, which has the collagen and the Protandim. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this to really get those cells clean and healthy and moving properly, your body feeling as good as it can. Like, it's amazing what we just kind of think, oh, I'm just old. This is just how old people feel. It's not. That's the craziest thing. When you start hanging around with LifeVantage people, the favorite question asked is like, how old are you? Because you'll be meeting these people, they're like 70, 80, and they're like, yeah, I feel fine. And they look like they're 50. And you're just like, what on earth? I'm telling you, cell activation is amazing. And then the Healthy Weight Pro. You get the fat burn, you get our Axio, which is talking about this is mood, motivation, and focus. It's amazing. The Protandim and the MB. So again, you get a little bit of a discount when you get them together in these stacks. So when you go to order, just double check, like, don't spend more than you need to spend. Get a stack. And if you want to be a consultant, if you want to share this, I'm telling you, like I said, I have been a six-figure earner. Started making that kind of income about 9 months into my business. Um, I'd held that for 6 years. In October, my business doubled. Okay. When this product launched, it doubled. We are projected to do amazing things. Our stocks were at like around 10 to 15. They're like at 25 right now a share for stocks. Our earnings are up. This is such a great place to be. Nobody has a natural GLP-1 activator that boosts your GLP-1 production by 140%. Your friends want this. Strangers want this. This is a product that is easy to share. I was talking with my team the other day, and we're just saying, like, this is almost like a lead magnet, for you online business people. We can bring them in through the GLP-1 activation, through GLP-1. They've heard of this. And then we share the whole story of activation and what other things we have for them here. So again, get in where you fit in. If you want to be a consultant, we would love to have you join us. There's so much support. We are a strong group that works together. And that's one of my very favorite things with LifeVantage is we are Team LifeVantage. On this call right now, there's people from all different teams within the company. And with this challenge, this is a perfect example of what we've done to come together to make something really amazing happen. And if you want to join this challenge, come join us. We would love for you to get going. Fill out the intake form, go through this experience page, get in the group that is for your team that you're with, and get going. Ditch that diet culture, get your self control back. Like maybe it's just a hormone imbalance. Maybe the things you're struggling with is because your body is not activated properly. We can help you. All right. I'm so glad you joined me. Thank you for helping me. Like, we had some technical issues here um with the things here, but we got to figure it out. Any questions? I want to go through the chat. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, it's been um oh, that's awesome. Sleeping deep. It has been amazing. Oh, Athena, that's awesome. She's lost 11 pounds and 19 inches, started October 13th. I don't think about food, sleep improvement. Love that. I can wear clothes I haven't worn in 3 years. What a blessing. What a blessing. You guys, we have something that people are looking for. People are like, who's lost weight and gained weight and felt like it's just this cycle and what's wrong with me and why can't I do this and why can't I keep it off? Um, yeah, thank you. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining me. Holler if you have any questions. There are so many people that would love to help you on this journey. Take care.